Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and now I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sitdown. It's been a minute since I've done like a TV reaction review video. Trying to do that for Ted and failing miserably because Universal was constantly blocking my uploads. I got, frustrated, and then I got busy, and the only things I've really been doing have been trailers and regular reviews and stuff of that nature, which is all, totally fine. But I had to knock the rust off and break out the TV reaction review for this series because it's one in the Star Wars universe that I'm very excited about, so much so I have my Return of the Jedi 5th anniversary shirt on. I've got my Jar Jar Binks hat on. None of those things even apply to this because this is like 100 years before the Skywalkers. But nevertheless, I am fascinated to see what we get with this one. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to take a watch and dive in, spoiler-filled, into Star Wars, The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 1, Lost and Found, and tonight's 2-episode premiere means there'll be another episode to watch after this one, which is very exciting. Early things that I had seen from people that I follow that got the first 4 episodes seemed very, very positive, which is super exciting, and this is one of those things where I think, Star Wars fans have wanted to go pre-Skywalkers for quite some time, and being at the end of the High Republic era is, I think, an interesting time period to kind of dive into where, the Sith, I think, are still in hiding at this point, and to have a series where you're investigating the murder or murders of Jedi, I think could be really interesting to see how the Sith play into that. But the thing that I'm most excited about is to be back in a time period where there are lots and lots of Jedi. And that means lots and lots of lightsabers, and that should mean lots of fun Star Wars things to do, including Carrie-Anne Moss, a.k.a. Trinity from The Matrix, as a Jedi. You had me sold right there, and then I've just heard amazing things about what's going on with Amanda Semberg, and I can't wait to see what goes on with her character. And the same can be said for, I think, the lead character of the show, of course, being, names I'm so bad, Lee Jung-jae, who, of course, was in Squid Game. And is the one doing the investigating, if I've read things correctly. All of these things I'm very excited about, and yeah, man, we're here to get down on Acolyte Episode 1. So, like I said, this is a time period where I don't know a ton of things, but to see how they're going to play with this is exciting. And then you have Leslie Headland kind of showrunning on this one, who did The Russian Doll on Netflix, which is a wonderful, wonderful series with Natasha Lyonne. And the idea of her taking on a murder mystery is perfect. And then when you read about Headland and her experiences with Star Wars and how long she's been a fan and how she did stop motion animated projects with her toys and stuff, it makes me excited to see a creator who I enjoy, who's a diehard fan, bringing something like this to life. So I'm very excited for everybody involved, and I can't wait to take a look at Episode 1. So let's not waste any more time, right? Let's just get right into it. So episode is up for you. I have it here today. We're gonna try to do it on my computer. But yeah, got to sync up the headphones here because for whatever reason it doesn't work when I try to connect to my old Samsung. Nevertheless, let's not waste any more time and take a look at what we're getting with Season 1, Episode 1 of The Acolyte with Lost and Found. 100 years before the rise of the Empire, it is a time of peace. The Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic have prospered for centuries without war. But in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. One of them, a lone assassin, risks discovery to seek revenge. Fire me up, here for all of those things, and I love getting words on the screen to start out. That is exciting for me always. Yuda, You the man. Oh, here we go, Amanda Senberg.
Where's your Jedi?
There she is, Carrie Ann Moss. Oh, snap.
With all your strength.
We getting right here right away? Okay.
I have no quarrel with you.
Attack me, Jedi.
Jedi do not attack the unarmed.
Yes, you do.
Oh. Okay. Also, this doesn't seem personal to Carrie Ann Moss. I think she's just after Jedi in general. Dude. Badass. I also love that the show's wasting no time. They just get right to it. Good on ya, Amanda Senberg. Oh, I love the idea of Carrie Ann Moss being a Jedi so much.
Who trained you?
That was smooth. Oh, not a hostage. That just feels so natural to Carrie Ann, you know what I mean? That whole bit up the railing. I very much dig this choreography right now. So good. Who are you? And what is your deal, girl? Nice.
You.
Oh, she does know her.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to kill you.
Clearly. Oh, snap. Oh, lightsabers. Yes. Let's go. What you gotta do with these little
Do not want
blades?
to go down this road.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
It's a fight that you will not win.
A Jedi doesn't pull her weapon unless prepared to kill.
Well, I think Carrie Ann might be ready to do that about now. Oh, she's got an extra one. Oh no, but no, don't tell me that we're taking Carrie Ann out right away. Oh no. Boy, that sucks. I never thought that Carrie Ann Moss would be the murder that we're investigating. Ugh, that's a bummer. Well, I hope we get to see Carrie Ann Moss in flashbacks. I was very excited for her. Damn. It's a good move on her part, though. Oh, damn. Way to go. You just scarred that kid for life. Feel good about that. The Acolyte. I believe Acolytes within the Sith are like, it's like the step right before an apprentice. And that's the vibe I'm getting with Stenberg's character. I can't tell. Is her hair still long in the back?
Good morning, Pip.
Oh, gotta love a droid. No, it's not. So is this before or after?
Sounds like we got a job.
I feel like I missed a timestamp. But that's fine. We'll figure it out.
What's the emergency?
Shield generator repairs.
Trade feds never use the shields.
Maybe. That's why they need it repaired.
Activate the shield immediately.
The mechanics are on it, Captain.
Their grease grubbers are disposable.
Notice the Trade Federation, they're just talking like regular people. Good job.
The emitter duct isn't connected to the field projector.
Yep, I see it. I'll weld it together.
Oh, damn. So her little pip droid is like a tool. Oh, shoot!
I got it.
Do you got it? Like, borderline concerned. What is that?
Stop messing around, Osha.
I got it, Pip.
Interesting. Have to imagine we're gonna get either like a flashback episode or episodes over the course of this.
To what do we owe the pleasure of Jedi presence on our humble ship?
My name is Yord Fandar, Knight of the Jedi Order, and this is my Padawan, Tassiloa. We are looking for a former Jedi by the name of Osha Anaseya.
Osha.
A cargo ship. We have no passengers.
She's a mechanic. Freelance out of ship repair, she bunks ship to ship.
Why would we have mechanics here? The Republic has legislated that only droids may perform out-of-ship repair.
Sub-level, bunk 23.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Jedi just moving and grooving.
Yours?
Oh, she knows them. I guess she was a former Jedi, so.
You finally passed your trials.
I made Knight 2 years ago.
Never thought I would see the day.
Understand why she's not a Jedi. Emotional attachments.
What's going on, Yord?
Yeah, what is going on, Yord?
So how long have you been a mechanic?
Since I left the Order, so 6 years.
Dangerous job.
I was trained to be a Jedi. When that didn't pan out, those skills aren't exactly transferable. I needed a paycheck.
When did you join the Order?
When I was 8. Yord knows all of this.
A major concern about admitting you to the Order was your age.
And the fact that you were mourning.
The Jedi Council made their decision.
You lost your entire family. Your mothers, your sister.
Oh, damn.
Village all died in the fire before Master Soul brought you into the Jedi. Your training was difficult, to say the least. Attachments to those we have lost are the most difficult to let go.
Gotta let go to be a Jedi.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered on Ueda.
Okay, so this is, she just snipped it.
The suspect matched your description.
You think that I killed her?
Where were you last night?
On this freighter. In this room. Why would I kill Indara?
If I recall correctly, Master Indara advised the Jedi Council to discontinue your training when you were...
Leaving the Jedi was the hardest.
Someone disguised as her? Imposter? Or is she lying?
You really think I'm capable of betraying the Order, overpowering a Jedi Master, and murdering her?
That's her! She killed the Jedi and ruined my bar!
This is interesting. She have a twin? Like, what are we dealing with here?
Prison transport will take you back to Coruscant.
Oh, now I like this a lot. Because I wasn't seeing the end to be, like, riding with Stenberg's character unless, like, you know, you just ride down to ride with bad guys, which, you know, sometimes I'm for sure down for. But having something suspect go on here, and now you don't even trust yourself, right? Like, is she lying? Is she not? I'm off to a good start, in my opinion. Coruscant. Look at how chill it is compared to Coruscant 100 years after this.
Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Connect to the Force. Have faith. Think of diving into a great ocean. Give yourselves over to its weight, its stillness, its uncertainty. And tell me what comes into your mind.
I dig these Jedi robes. 100 years ago, they were looking good.
Life.
Excellent.
I'm so excited for
fire.
him. Uh-oh. Get her out!
Consumes anything that tries to stop it.
The Force is powerful, like fire or the ocean. It is a power we must respect. But that is a lesson for another day, Master Vanestra.
So, my dear friend, how lucky these younglings are to have such a compassionate
How can I be of service?
You and Master Indara were friends.
I was sad to hear she came to a violent death.
We have a suspect in custody, an old Padawan of yours.
Oh, damn.
I see I have underestimated your attachment to her.
Osha was a devoted Padawan.
The evidence against her is strong.
Indara and I saved her from a terrible fire on Brandok.
I remember.
She saw us as her protectors. There must be some mistake.
Yeah, it kind of lines up more with what you're getting vibe-wise from Senberg.
If it were to become public that a former Jedi killed one of our own,
Our political enemies could use it against us.
discretion is important.
Politics at all times, no matter what they do. Check these droids out. I like the old school vibe to it. That doesn't sound good. Oh. What is happening there? Oh, Dybbuk.
It's a parasite used to subdue violent criminals.
Is it hurting him?
No way, he's having a great.
It does weird stuff to your brain. We're planning an escape. You win?
Look at this thing.
An escape to where? We're traveling through hyperspace.
The ship's piloted by droids. We're gonna take them out and use the escape pods.
Okay, but that could kill us!
So you'd rather leave your fate to the Jedi?
Yes, I have faith in the Jedi.
Enjoy prison.
What's going on with this thing? Oh snap, the droids are the chairs? That's wild. Oh, that seems like a terrible time to come out of hyperspace. Oh. Oh! Oh! Well then. Maybe this plan is holds a little weight.
Can you give me a hand? Bye-bye, Jedi killer!
Knew that was coming. Come on, you were a former Jedi for like 6 years. She's forced to pick up that arm. Like, she definitely didn't seem this out of touch with the Force when she was fighting Carrie-Anne Moss. But something fishy is going on. Oh yeah, feel it. Nope, got nothing. Oh, that's fortunate. Kind of saw that coming. Pip. Oh. Just ripped his head right off. Nah, don't beat that. He's a violent criminal. Yeah, you just got... Yeah, just leave him. Oh, well, that seems like not a smart idea. And he's gonna take that shuttle without you. You deserve that. That was just stupid. Now what? She's screwed. Strap in for a rocky landing. It's gonna be no bueno. Oh boy. And snow, even worse. That's too terrible of a crash, though. Ooh. Must apologize. It's after Corey's bedtime. Even if it is an off day. Yes, Daphne Keene.
Vanessa Rowe requests your presence at the detainment level.
I mustn't keep her waiting.
Why do you keep old hollows of your former Padawan? This pastime encourages sentimentality and nostalgia, and both of these emotions can lead to...
Our memories are lessons. If we don't meditate in the past,
we're doomed to repeat it.
Sentimentality and nostalgia, two things that would probably prevent me from being a Jedi.
It wasn't our idea.
It was the Jedi killer! Transport went down over Karlak.
and Osha.
Not among the survivors.
Beware.
Quiet your mind and tell what happened to the young woman.
She helped me, and I betrayed her and took the last escape.
It doesn't clear for Indara's murder.
It's true.
She's alive.
I'm afraid I cannot afford to lose you to a field mission, Saul.
Come on.
I trained her. If she is guilty, it is my failure.
Tell him, Saul.
Let me take accountability.
Small team. May the force be with you.
Yeah. Dude, I'm digging this so far. Karlak. How are you gonna get out of this one, Sunberg? Or Osha, I guess. Oh, shoot. Is that the dark version of her? We're gonna answer this mystery now? Or is that some... What is that? Yeah, man, a little bit more enthusiasm in that follow.
I'm ready.
And maybe so, but we need backup.
Is it Yod?
What's wrong with Yod?
Nothing. No, he's...
Scoring has been very nice so far as well.
Master Soul.
Are you steaming your robe?
We leave in 5 minutes.
I will redeem myself.
Yod.
Oh, that's funny. Who is this, man? Like, I wonder if this is the double. Oh, she looks a little small. Oh, maybe a younger version of herself? I know that girl. But I don't know.
Hello, Osha.
Where do I know her from?
Me?
Oh, it's not...
Hello, sister.
Sister, okay, so it is sister. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, she must be back where the fire is. I bet that's ash now instead of snow. Brendok. Must be her home planet. Definitely ash. There's the fire. So they must think her sister's dead, right? Like they said her whole family died in a fire.
Always one, but born as two.
Ooh, I like that. Always one, but born as two. Twins. Definitely twins. So she's seeing her as younger because that's when she would have known her.
Love sits the stars.
I wonder if she's... I mean, she's got to be alive, right? She's got to be the Acolyte.
I give you you.
And you give me me.
Oh, that's fun. They had a cute little rhyme for each other. Oh, that's cool.
May, is it really you? Yes,
I thought you were dead. Did you kill Indara?
Yes.
Oh,
I will
snap.
kill them all.
Whoa. Interesting that they would use two different actors for the young versions of them when it's gonna be Stenberg in both roles as an adult. It's an odd choice, but nevertheless, very interesting kind of twin connection that she must have. She must have just like passed out. Poor Pip. It's like, what happened?
You wouldn't believe who I just saw.
Oh, this Pip's been around.
How well do you know this former Padawan?
Osha.
How well do you know Osha?
16 years ago, I was posted on her home planet, Brando. I was there.
That's what she said, Brando.
Her sister started a fire that killed her entire.
Oh, snap. Her sister started it.
I took her as my partner.
She had a sister.
She had a twin.
I didn't know Osha was a twin.
Uh-oh. I've said too much.
May is dead. That was her name. May. I saw her die.
Well, clearly you saw wrong. Soul. You looking at me, Jung Jae? What's going on there? You're looking right at my soul. I didn't do anything. Uh-oh. Better get a move on, girly.
There's no way she could have survived.
Clearly someone's been here, Yord.
Scavengers, Padawan.
Follow me.
Soul's like, I can sense her. Boogie, woogie, woogie. It's storming. She see. Is that a way out, I guess? Not too far behind. She's not boogie woogie fast enough. Ooh, gold lightsaber. I gotta look up what... There's different meanings, I think, to the colors of the lightsabers, and like the types of Jedi or Sith that utilize them. Oh, well, nowhere to go there, dead end. Guess she's gonna get caught. Yep, got her.
In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order!
Yo, come away from... Don't keep walking backwards. Come away from the edge.
Saul! I didn't do it!
I bet you he'll believe you. Just, yeah, come back away.
Please, Saul!
Why do you keep leaning backwards? Stop. Oh god. Oh, that was... You didn't need to do that. Been a long time.
May is alive.
I believe you.
It's almost like he's like, I didn't believe Daphne Keene, but I believe you. Must be a heck of a twin connection. That kind of gives me Callie vibes. Ooh.
Live in a dream.
Oh, there she is.
A dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail.
Well.
Steel or laser are no threat to them. But an acolyte. An acolyte kills without a weapon. An acolyte kills the dream.
Ooh, I like that. Jedi is the dream. The acolyte kills the dream. Dude, well done, Leslie Headland. I gotta say, man, like, it's one of those where, for me at least, you have something like Russian Doll that's very, very specific in its tone and its style and how it functions. But I think the thing that Headland brings from Russian Doll is being able to work through a show like a puzzle, right? A lot of the Russian Doll season is, you have someone like Natasha Lyonne trying to basically put together this giant puzzle, right? And it's a mystery in and of itself. So while the mystery per se isn't necessarily a mystery, I like how we're going to get to a place where it's like, okay, here we go, man. Episode 1, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to set a very, very Star Wars-y tone. Like, it just immediately, you just feel like you're in a Star Wars show, right? Or a Star Wars entity or property the way you want to feel it. And I love that the episode wasted absolutely no time getting right to it, right? Like, we open up with our 100 years before the rise of the Empire. It is a time of peace. Jedi Order, Galactic Republic have prospered for centuries without war. But in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. One of them, a lone assassin, risks discovery to seek revenge. And that's where your Acolyte comes in. And I love that there's no... there's no build-up or setup, right? It's like she gets to, the planet. Hey, where's your Jedi? Get in here. Oh, I'm going to take you down. Like, right away, challenges her, right? Like, come on, bring it. Let's fight. Like, I'm ready if you're ready type of deal.
I have no quarrel.
Attack me, Jedi.
But the core, it is upsetting that we won't get any more Carrie-Anne Moss the rest of the way. But, like, what we get from her in this opening scene, and what we get from Stenberg, and I'd imagine Stenberg is probably stunt double, the mask has helped with that stuff. But definitely out there doing some of her own work for sure, so good for her. But, like, I thought the choreography was tight, and it doesn't feel like The Matrix, which I feel like you could have gotten to a place where, especially with someone like Carrie-Anne Moss, the vibe during the sequence is very Matrixy, and it's got elements of it, right? Like, they're doing some martial arts stuff, but there's so much good Force usage. I mean, Carrie-Anne's she's so good. And when she gets that railing, that clean, but this right here, I'm like, yo, Carrie-Anne straight up goes Trinity here, like, boom, 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 like, smooth, so smooth. But I mean, this whole bit, and you're talking about the opening, like, 5 minutes of the show is, here's where we're at. Stenberg lands, boom, we're right into fighting. And I love she gets a little bit of a drop on her. When Carrie-Anne takes the saber out, like, the upside too here, man, that's nice. Like, dude, I dig it, man. And, like, it makes sense too when it's like with the actor that you have there, like, yeah, let's do nothing with that, no need for the lightsaber, trying to figure things out, right? Because, like Stenberg says, if a Jedi draws the lightsaber, they're ready to kill. Carrie-Anne Moss isn't looking to kill her, and especially when she sees her face, or thinks she sees her face, right? Wouldn't know it's the twin May. Maybe she does. Maybe she pieces that together. I don't know if the other one has that. But, like, this is so badass. The way she keeps pulling them little things out, but yeah, dude, boom, boom, boom. I love that she got a moment, you know what I mean? And I hope that maybe, because it's clear that the revenge is seeking her out in particular. So what did Carrie-Anne Moss do And, like, May's been presumed dead, so what is, like, that's where the mystery is, right? Is, like, what is making May go after Carrie-Anne Moss's character? Why is that the move? And this is just great. Like, thought she was just gonna go with the, but get her full attention, never will see it coming. Super sad, because I do love Carrie-Anne Moss, but phenomenal opening sequence, like, get you right into it, and right away you're just like, what is happening? Why is she targeting her? What is the driving force? How do these two know each other? And then you get later into the episode and you find out that May's been dead since she was a child. How does she know Carrie-Anne Moss? You know, what's the connection there? You know, was she? Oh, I guess she was. Oh no, Soul does say that she was there. So, like, what did she do, right? Like, what role did she play in whatever happened? And I hope in whatever did happen, when we get to that flashback, we get some more badassery for Carrie-Anne Moss's character, because, like I said, I love her. And what is nice, though, is, like, you live in the Star Wars universe, nothing is chronological, so we could always end up, like, getting another show being like, hey, Leslie Headland. I mean, from what I've heard with the first 4 episodes and where Senberg is, if Headland's going to come back, I think you're going to keep telling that story. But it'd be dope, like, if someone, like, stepped up and was like, hey, I want to tell, like, some of Carrie-Anne Moss's story. Like, let's build that out. Give her her own thing. I'm not saying that I need that, but if, like, it happened, I wouldn't be mad, because she was dope. And I was really disappointed that she got killed right away. I never in any of the trailers did I, like, when I was watching it, I go, oh, damn it, Carrie-Anne Moss is probably going to be the one that gets murdered. This didn't cross my mind. Figured she'd be working with, you know, Jung Jae's Soul. But nevertheless, this is where we're at. But like I said, I love that you get right into it, and then once it's over, you do this jump to where, like, I'm confused, right? Like, I thought, like, I missed a time jump somewhere, right? They did say, like, 4 years ago, or, like, sometime in the future after this murder. And I love how Headland just has you off balance right away. Like, you're like, oh, wait, there's a lot going on, man. There are a lot of moving pieces. There are people who know a lot of things that I don't know yet. And that's one of the cool things with Russian Doll is, like, as every episode progresses, it feels like you're just pulling back a layer on an onion, and each layer reveals something where you're like, oh, damn, I didn't see that coming. And this episode does that, right? Where you get to hear it, I'm just completely confused. Like, why is her hair shorter? Then when you start to piece together, like, oh, maybe it could be somebody wearing a mask. Could it be a double, a doppelganger? No, it ends up being her twin. And the reveal on the twin I thought was really cool, too. I do love her droid Pip. I love, like, we're so used to seeing droids be, you know, an R unit or a C unit, you know, like with R2-D2 or C-3PO, like, those are, like, a lot of the you know, ones we like. Or you get the little small versions of them, but they always are mobile. I've never seen a stagnant droid the way that Pip is, and I kind of dig that, because Pip doesn't, like, their interactions are really interesting. Clearly Pip understands and knows things, but is a droid that can be utilized in the ways that we see Senberg use it, where, you know, can cut through things, can put out a fire. I'm sure maybe it has a blaster capability in there. You can pull it out to, like, I like the versatility, and that's, like, a cool way to go with a droid. And I love that whole bit when she's out here with him. Also, we gotta give a shout out to the Trade Federation, no longer sounding like very stereotypical Asian people. Just talking like normal. But interesting to see the Trade Federation. And again, like, you're in a place where we're 100 years prior, so, like, where they are, how they function. It'd be interesting if anything else ties into that at all. Or could it just be like, oh man, this is a nice nod, like, this is something that we didn't do very well previously, we could do it better now. I just thought that was kind of, like, interesting to get in there. But, like, a nice nod to see the Trade Federation. But here, this is what I was talking about, like, when it comes to Pip, like, you know, being able to use Pip to, like, do work or, you know, put out a fire. Also, the fire kind of making more sense when you see her kind of zone out, knowing that like a fire had killed her whole family. Also, wild to find out that it was May that set the fire. But is that the case, right? Like, does May think that maybe Carrie-Anne Moss's character? I don't know why I can't remember her name, but like maybe that's what is driving, or that's what the revenge play is for her. I'm not entirely sure. But that whole thing was great. And then all of a sudden it's like you have these Jedi come aboard. You see that they know her, you know, get establishing like the former Jedi stuff was really good. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, but we're also going to, you know, like when you get to here, find out that, yeah, you know, this is the person that committed this murder, and now we're gonna have to arrest this girl. And it's what's nice is like to see the pure shock, both from now I'm not gonna remember his name, but like to see the shock from him when he finds out that they're gonna have to arrest her, and the same with Jung Jae's character. Like when you see their faces, the initial reaction is like, no, that can't be. There's no way. Like I know Osha. Like I trained Osha. The reason she walked away made sense, you know, like it wasn't like a thing that was like a negative or anything like that, or at least that's the vibe you're getting, so that it plays more into, as you're trying to still figure out exactly what's going on, being like, maybe it's not her, like maybe it is somebody else. And then I just personally love the reveal of how we get to, you know, finding out stuff about it being a twin, or confirming that it's a twin, right? Like being on this planet stranded after a crash landing, because all these criminals freaking bail on you. I can't believe she was two dumb moves from Osha in this one though, man. Like taking the thing off. Now I can't remember what they called the parasite either. But taking that off of that guy's mouth so he pulls some crazy move, and then you end up crashing. But here, I like the way that they shoot this, because initially I didn't think that she was necessarily smaller than Cenberg, right? Like, just kind of the way that they're standing, it almost seems like she could be the same height. That was the first moment I thought she might be a little bit smaller, and then when you see her chase her, you're like, oh yeah, she's definitely smaller. That's the other thing. I gotta look up who is young May. Leah Brady. What? Oh, that's Trudy from Violent Night. I knew her face. Like as soon as I saw her, I was like, I know this girl. So good in Violent Night. Again, though, I do think it is strange that you didn't use her to play both characters in the young stage, considering it's Cenberg in the adult stage. But I love getting brought back and like getting a glimpse of like, okay, clearly they're somewhere in a forest. Like that's where their house is, you know, so you're kind of secluded, not somewhere, I imagine, mass populated, outside of like this little area. And then you see remnants of the fire. This whole bit too is you're with me, I'm with you, always one but born is two. I like the rhyme play, and rhyme play makes a lot of sense for kids, right? Like to get them into a rhythm where they'd remember something like that. Rhyming definitely is something that works quite well as a kid. Above sits the stars.
And below lies the sea.
Below lies the sea.
I
give
give
you, and you give me.
And you give me me.
Me. Yeah, interesting move to have two different actors here. But I guess at the same time, it's like it doesn't really matter, and you're able to have that moment with younger actors in the room rather than having to have like a stand-in. So there's a more natural play to it, and the execution from both was quite good, I thought. I love also that like you get to this place where like Jung Jae's character Sol like not believe in Daphne Keane, like no, it's definitely not May. I watched May die with my own eyes, but then the minute Cenberg says it, you know, just that like look on his face, like I genuinely believe you. Like you have a connection to your sister. If you say May is alive, then that's what we're gonna investigate. And then just the tease at the I did love getting to see a gold lightsaber. Like that's dope. And what is gold lightsaber? Let's see. Yellow or gold, is associated with goodness, warmth, and energy. In traditional lightsaber lore, yellow lightsabers is associated with Jedi Sentinels. Okay, so that's how you know what these guys are. They're Sentinels, who balance combat skills with exploration and practical application of the Force. So that's one of those things where it's like, I love Star Wars, obviously, you guys all know this. But it's one of those where, like, what you're getting inside of Star Wars, like, there is so much crazy, insane lore, and I've watched people like break down the meanings of these and like how, you know, the Sentinels, and there's different styles to how they fight and approach things. So these are balanced combat skills, you know, which would be versatile to, you know, challenge most anybody. So that and it makes sense why you would call them a Sentinel, right? So I kind of dig that. So yeah, very very cool to see one of those, and I guess that's the color that Rey ends up picking. Is that, I don't remember. It's one of those like the Rise of the Skywalker is not one that we necessarily remember a lot of, but very cool to see an actual Jedi Sentinel with a yellow lightsaber. That really popped. But then here, dude, this dude's voice.
Everyone shares.
This whole bit too was great. Cali vibes. The water, the rocks.
Live in a dream.
The Jedi live in a dream.
They believe everyone shares.
The Acolyte's job is to destroy that
A
dream.
Jedi with a weapon, you will fail.
I can't wait to find out more about this dude, though. The voice is so good.
Are no threat to them. But an acolyte kills without a weapon.
She needed a weapon. Apparently he needs a weapon.
The dream.
But yeah, like that's what's up, and that's what I can't wait to get into with episode 2, and as we move forward in the season as we go, right, is like getting into that vibe of what's driving May, how did she survive, how'd she get involved with the Sith, and at the same time, in wanting to reveal all this with May's character, also wanting to reveal it for the show, right? Like the Sith, they don't exist right now as far as the Jedi are concerned. Like they are hidden away. We haven't seen the Sith in a long time. So their reemergence, it's going to be very interesting. And interesting to see how they uncovered that mystery and how many Sith are there and what's the deal. So that's where the fun is. And I think Headland is a showrunner and a writer and a director equipped to navigate a mystery and keep things hidden throughout the course of the show, where it doesn't feel like you're pulling punches or you're not delivering everything we want to be satisfied every episode. That's another thing where it's like I like bringing in somebody like Headland, where she's done 2 seasons, maybe 3 of Russian Dawn. Like every episode is enjoyable. There are very few throwaway episodes in those shows, and that's one of the other things I love about the 8 to 12 episode format, right? You don't really have room for throwaway episodes per se, although we have seen Star Wars do that time and time again. But I love that you're getting right out the gate with this, man. The vibe that Headland is giving us is this is going to be a show where there shouldn't be any throwaway episodes, man. Every episode should engage us, and this mystery has enough layers and complexities to it where we can slow reveal throughout the course of each episode and really keep us engaged and gripped into the story that you're doing twofold. Building out new characters and building, you know, lore and things that are happening in the bigger senses of the Jedi and Sith battles, and that is super exciting. So I think this is a great first episode. I think Headland really does feel like she's a Star Wars fan, you know, like we said at the beginning. This is somebody who did stop motion movies as a kid with her Star Wars toys. That's how much she loved Star Wars, you know, and loved coming up with Star Wars stories and things like that. Like, and you get that vibe. Like, this is something where it's like, you're going to create your own Star Wars story? Cool. Here we go. And I think Headland is doing the things that make her really talented. And like I said, I think the choreography in the hand-to-hand action was great. Yes, it's not traditional, you know, Jedi combat per se, but it's really, really solid action and makes, like, sets a bar, right? Like, right out the gate, you have a bar that's here where you're like, oh, this action is dope. I can't wait to see what starts happening when lightsabers light up. And I love that even without the lightsaber action, we get a little mini bit of it with Carrie-Anne Moss, but we get 2 sabers lit up in the first episode, and that's one thing for me personally that's been missing from the Star Wars television shows. I know that we sort of pseudo get some lightsaber action, but to actually see lightsabers lighting up first episode, all good things for me. So I think this is a really, really solid start, and I'm pumped to see what we get in episode 2, and I love that we don't have to wait till next week to see it. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to flip it over to you. What are you guys thinking out there in the Star Wars world? Is the Acolyte clicking for you? Do you think this mystery about Osha and May is intriguing? Are you already gripped and pulled in and trying to come up with theories or ideas of what's going on? Were you playing it that way as the episode was progressing? You know, did you land on Twin faster than the Seaman did? What'd you think of the action? What do you think, like I said, of the characters that they're building out here and the story that we could be heading down? What are you excited about with this season? And do you think this is a show that a creator like Leslie Headland can knock out of the ballpark, being a talented creator and a true Star Wars fan? Do you feel that vibe? What are your thoughts, good, bad, indifferent, on episode 1 of The Acolyte, Lost and Found? Put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the Seaman anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You want to be here to see our thoughts and reactions to episode 2, Revenge and Justice. I like how every episode has 2 things, you know, pairs, twos, great Star Wars stuff. But you want to be here for all that coverage. Just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? Winter Ken here, where we grow out our roots and our beard, letting you know that you can see some new C-Man videos right up here and right down here. And if you want all those videos and show that man a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation right over there, and the C-Man will catch you on the next one.